Still no sound? Can you guys hear me? There's always something with this. It's always something with this live stream, man. It's always not picking up something. So you guys can hear me now. Cool. I'm outside, so I don't have my mouse. I left it in the house. I hate talking. I hate using my laptop without the mouse. It irritates the hell out of me. Okay, cool. We good. So what's going on, fellas? Bear with me. I'm dealing with the cold. That's why I didn't do my live stream last week. I was sick. I haven't been sick in like 3 or 4 years, man. So I think me coaching, it's hot as hell out here in the daytime, and then I'm out there in a t-shirt and shorts at night coaching the kids, and it gets kind of cold at night. And I think the weather change maybe is what got me sick. I don't know. And then I was gonna do a live stream this past week, but the the finals was on, so I didn't want to compete with that. Okay, I see we got everybody getting in the house. Let me blow this up a little bit. All right, cool. Got DMV in the house. What's up, Marcus Moody? Todd Frisell, LB Kent, Sense Cubs, Yarmouth. What's going on, fellas? Got me a little drink, because I'm sure I'm going to be coughing in a minute. Man, I hate these. Hey, don't you guys hate when your collars don't never hang right? By these cheap polos. Yeah, Golden State was stacked, man. I was kind of hoping Cleveland pulled it out, but they had too much firepower. It's way too much firepower, man. Hey, what do you guys feel about LeBron James saying that he's never been on a stacked team? Because I was thinking about that, man. I really don't think he's been on a stacked team, because when he went to Miami, what was Miami before LeBron James? And when he went back to Cleveland, what was Cleveland before LeBron James? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I mean, Wade was there in Miami. He brought Bosh, but I mean, it wasn't like there was a stacked team like what Durant came to. They wasn't winning those 60, 70 games before LeBron. PG County, home of Kevin Durant. Bosh came, though. Yeah, Bosh came, but I mean, I don't know. To me, Bosh reminds me of Love. Like, I never liked Bosh. I never thought he was just like this stud player. He just, I don't know. To me, I just didn't really care too much for Bosh. Yeah, he was an all-star for, but I don't know. Damn, it looks like my computer tripping. Hopefully me being outside, hopefully my Wi-Fi is picking up and it don't start tripping, guys. But hey, I want to talk about some things today. Today's topic of the show, I had wrote it down, is going to be wearing cologne for others. So let me get your guys' take on that. I don't know if it's like that today, but I know when I first started getting into reviewing, a lot of people were saying, kind of bashing reviewers like me, that kind of, we always talked about compliments from the ladies. We've always talked about wearing fragrances that others around us enjoy or other people may like. They kind of bash, me. They kind of bash some other guys, and they were saying, oh, you should wear it for yourself. It shouldn't matter what others think. Fragrances for you. And while I somewhat agree with that, I definitely love wearing stuff that people around me appreciate. Friends and family, co-workers, etc., strangers that walk up and compliment. So I just want to get your guys' take on the live stream today. Do you wear fragrances for others? Do you wear fragrances for compliments? What's your opinion on wearing fragrance for others? When you look at your collection, is it stuff that you just only personally like, or did you purchase some fragrances that you felt may work good in the club, may work good in the office, may work good just out there in your day-to-day, your casual running errands and stuff? Let me know what you guys think about that, or what's your opinion on wearing fragrance for others. Yeah, like I said, Bosh and Kevin Love, same person. Overrated. I agree. LB Ken says you pay for it, you wear it. But do you buy it? Do you buy it specifically for your own personal taste, or is it a combination of your personal taste and what you think others may feel or think about it when they wear it, when they smell it on you? Because for me, when I go shopping for a fragrance, it's a combination of both. It's like, okay, first, do I personally like this fragrance, and then second, how's it going to do with other people? Like, are people going to say this is stank, is garbage, or what the hell you got on? Or are people going to say, wow, you smell pleasant, you smell real good, am I going to get compliments? Because I was smelling some fragrances today. Matter of fact, that's what made me come up with this topic and decided. That's why I wrote it down on my phone. I went to Neiman Marcus today, and I've been wanting to smell a lot from the Mason's Francis Kurkdjian line here in San Diego. No place sold it, so they just I don't know how long it's been in Neiman Marcus, but it just came in Neiman Marcus here in San Diego. So I used to always look for it and never had it. So I got a mailer the other day from Neiman Marcus saying, okay, we now carry Mason Francis Kurkdjian line. So I said, cool, I'm going there today, man. I'm gonna go. I want to smell that. How do you pronounce this? Baccarat Rogue 540. Manchester Francis Kurkdjian. So I went there today, smelled this, and I don't know what I think about it. It was getting kind of hyped up. I sprayed it on my skin. I sprayed it on paper first. So the lady was like, spray it on paper, whatever. And I couldn't smell anything. I was like, man, what is this? Molecule 1? Because I couldn't get anything from it. So I'm sniffing and sniffing. I smell something extremely faint. I'm like, I don't know what that is. So she's like, spray it on your skin. And I sprayed it on my skin. First 15 minutes, I didn't smell nothing. I smelled something was there, but it was so faint that, and I still got it on. It was so faint that I couldn't smell anything. And then while I was talking to her, about 10 minutes later, I started smelling like something sweet, fruity pebbles kind of smell. And I had put some more on before I shot this video to try to get a better take of it. But this one is real light, man. And for the price tag, I can't drop $300 for this. It smells kind of good, but it smells like, to me, like cedar wood and fruity pebbles. So I don't know. Have you guys smelled this the 540? They put in a nice little sample. This is probably like 3 or 4 mils of this MFK 540, and it smells like fruity pebbles and cedar wood to me. I was expecting something much more than that. Hey, Coach TY from Arizona. What's up, Arizona TY, Black Mason? Darren Newell, I buy it because I like it. If someone gives me a compliment, that's cool, but that's not what I like. So Darren, you buy exclusively for you, man. So say for instance, Darren, if you bought a fragrance and every girl you in your job, if you got a girlfriend, wife, or whatever, and everybody around you said it's the worst smell they ever smelled, would that change your perspective on a fragrance, or would you just say, screw it, I'm still gonna wear it because I like it? Does negative feedback influence how you wear or what you choose to wear when it comes to fragrances? DJ Monty, for you, it's a hyped up gourmand. Are you talking about this 540? There's so many things I can't even keep up with you guys. Where do you get your decants? Yarmus asks, where do I get my decants? Usually from the Facebook groups. Back in the day when I first started reviewing, like 4 or 5 years ago, I started getting decants. I was watching the reviews, and I'm like, man, I haven't smelled 99% of the stuff they're talking about. So I went to, I think it was called Parfums Rally. I may be mistaken, but I think it was Parfums Rally. They still may have that. So looking at Parfum Rally, and also at maxaroma.com, I was looking on their site when they sent me that bottle of First Instinct. They actually sell samples too. So look at maxaroma.com, and if Parfum Rally is correct, look at Parfums Rally. And I always bought from day one from Lucky Scent. So Scent Bar, or it's Scent Bar in person, Lucky Scent online. So I always purchase from Lucky Scent. They can get a little bit expensive though, but those will be my 3 spots right now, or 4 including the Facebook groups. The war, what's going on? LB Ken, I don't think people wear cologne or perfume just for themselves because the frag that don't smell good at others. Exactly. That's how I feel, man. If it's like, if I go to the store, go to the mall, and purchase a fragrance, and I'm like, man, it smells bomb. And then when I get home, everybody hate it. And when I get to work, girls like, damn, what you got on? If I go to a club, people like, if everybody hate it, to keep it 100, I'm gonna stop wearing it. Like I might wear it a couple days, and I'm just gonna stop. And you know what, fragrance that I did that with? What happened? And I think I've told this story before in one of my reviews. I think it was my Believe the Hype Much Ravageur. Much Ravageur did that to me, and I think because back then I was so new. You know how like when you around people, like say for instance you get into a new hobby, like you want to get into cigars or you want to get into cars or you want to get into fashion or whatever, and you know what you don't know. Well, you don't know what you don't know, but you know you're not, deep in the game. You know you don't know a lot about that topic, so you kind of take what other people tell you because you know your knowledge is not where it needs to be yet. So you start looking at yourself like, oh, I can't be right because I don't know that much about this topic. That's what I did with Much Ravageur. So when I got in the game, everybody was hyping up Much Ravageur. Everybody was saying how great it was and how it's a panty dropper and all of this stuff. So I got me a nice little decant. I got two of them actually. I spent like $30 or something on two decants. And I sprayed that stuff on, just knowing I was gonna kill the game. And I got one of my homeboys. He's in the Cologne. He was working in like some at the time, some little real estate, little office thing where he had a gang of women that worked with him. So I was telling him, dude, I got this new fragrance. You got to be up on it. Much Ravageur is niche. You ain't never heard about. So I'm thinking I'm putting him up on game because I heard from I watched the YouTube reviews and they was talking about something I ain't never heard. I told him about it. He never heard about it. So I'm like, Much Ravageur, pain dropper. Women gonna love it. And I'm wearing it. And I remember going to my mom's house or my sister's house or something. And they was like, what you got on, man? It smell like mothballs. It smell like an old man. And I'm like, what y'all talking about? This Much Ravageur, this $400, $350 cologne. So for one, they looked at me stupid for paying, even though I didn't pay that much, but they looked at me stupid for even dropping $300 for a cologne. And then two, extremely stupid for something that smells like an old man and mothballs to them. So I chopped it up like, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. This that high-end luxury stuff. You ain't knowing it. Y'all used to, shopping at Walgreens for your colognes or perfume. So I kind of dismissed them. But I noticed I didn't get any compliments with it. I noticed I'll be around people, they kind of frowning and they kind of looking at me like sideways. And I'm like, damn. I actually asked my girlfriend at the time and she was like, I don't like that one. It smells like medicine. It smells like so. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get any positive feedback from it. So then I said, okay, what I'm gonna do, meet up with my boy. Excuse me, meet up with my boy. Still got that cough, man, from that cold. I'm gonna meet up with my boy and I'm gonna have him try it and wear it to work with all the women and see what they say. And make a long story short, I brought two samples because I had a sample of Millesime Imperial and I had a sample of Much Ravageur. So those were the two that were kind of hyped up at the time, and I instantly liked Millesime Imperial. But I thought, like I said, being I was new to niche fragrances, that Much Ravageur was the one that was hyped up more. So maybe I just didn't know. I didn't have the nose yet to know which one was better. So had him put on Much Ravageur on the other hand and told him to go to work and let the ladies smell. And instantly he liked MI also. But he was like, man, this Much Ravageur don't even smell good. So I'm like, man, you don't know what you're talking about. Go to work, let the girl smell, come back, tell me what they said. So this dude goes in, he was like, hey man, what the hell is this Millesime Creed thing you got? Cause I'm about to buy me a bottle. And I was like, man, what you talking about, man? What's up with the Much Ravageur? That's the lady killer. That's the panty dropper. He said, man, nobody in the office liked it. Nobody. They all asking me, what is this other one? So that from there is when I started forming my own opinion. I'm like, you know what? I know what smells good. I ain't listening to these damn reviewers no more. I'm gonna rock what I rock. And if it's getting me compliments, I'm gonna keep going with it. If my compliments coming from Thallium, I'm rocking Thallium. If they coming from, you know what I'm saying, some little $10 fragrance, and that's what I'm going with. So, and that's been my kind of mindset from day one to now, man. I've smelled so much stuff from the highest to the lowest, and niche, designer, price never matters, man. So but I notice I always gravitate towards good smelling stuff. So that's my story. Much Ravageur is not a pain dropper. I don't care who says it. I tried it, and all the ladies like MI over Much Ravageur. And once again, guys, super chat is on. So once I start talking and rambling, I'm not even looking at the comments. So once I stop talking, I come back, look at the comments. So if I missed it, type it again if you want me to really answer it, or just use a super chat. You know, it'll highlight everything and it'll put it right at the top so I can answer that question directly. Um, so DJ Monty, what's your go-to frag for? Oh, he's asking somebody else. The war. He says, do I ask my family for feedback, or do they just tell you? Usually, I ask them for feedback. If what I try to do, I try to wear stuff around people and just see what they say naturally. And if they don't say nothing naturally, and I'm really looking for other opinions of people, then I'll go more on my family and say, hey, smell this. What do you think about it? But lately, I don't even ask anymore. People know, like, if I go around a person like I'm familiar with, like a family member or a friend or anything, and they don't say nothing, I take that. I'm not gonna tell you that they don't like it. I just take it that they're not impressed with it, because every time I've been around somebody and I got on something good, like in their opinion, they've always said something. Like every time I've wore Bleecker Street around friends or family, they've always mentioned, like they've always asked me, what is that you got on? If they smelt it a couple of times, they're like, man, you got that one cologne on again, huh? So Bleecker Street. The other day, I went to this place called Slater's 50/50 out here, which is like a hamburger spot. We was going to celebrate my best friend's birthday, and I think they got a Slater's. Anybody from LA out here? I think they got a Slater's 50/50 in LA also. And basically, what 50/50, they make all their patties 50% like like high beef, and then the other 50% bacon. So they got some bomb burgers. But anyway, I was there and I wore Versace's Pour On. Dude, every person in my friend's party pulled me to the side, was like, what you got on this drink? We was waiting for like 30 minutes, so we're like in a little waiting area. All the people in the waiting area, once they start saying how good I smelled, then the other people in the waiting area were like, oh yeah, you smell. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but yeah, man, whatever you got on smells good. And so everybody was writing down what I had on. So Versace Pour On is a beast, man. That's a winner. So that's kind of how I measure it now. If people around me naturally say stuff, then I know it's a winner. That happens with Terre de Hermes. People come up and naturally say something. Versace Pour On, Bleecker Street, Aventus, Keaton Man, my first signature, Aqua de Joe Profumo, my latest one, Dear Home Intense Sport. Dear Home Intense Sport, Dear Home Sport, the 2012 version. Those are a couple centerpiece for him. Those are a couple fragrances, like no matter what, man, when I wear those, somebody's coming up and saying something. Let's say Yarman says CDNI for women. Oh, I haven't smelled that one, man. For women, is a unisex fragrance European. I haven't smelled that. The only one I smell for them is the Intense, the Ventus clone. Says, what do you think about the old school Michael Germain DeVille? I did a review on it, man. That was like I don't know. I didn't want a DeVille. I don't know if DeVille Blue is a new one. If DeVille Blue is a new one, I haven't smelled it, but DeVille I got is in a blue box, so I'm assuming it's that. That was like my second, if not, what was my first review? Anybody know what my very first review was? I want to say it was Michael Germain's Tattoo, or it was Michael Germain's DeVille. One of those two, because I think I said that one smells like Dior On. So I think that was my first two reviews, man. So if you've been with me from that long, and then Perry Ellis M was probably like my first 10. They're all around the same time when I spoke about those. Black Mason. Oh damn! I was just about to reply to your text, Black Mason, and it moved up. Let me see if I can go back to it. Where the hell is my cursor? I hate using this damn laptop. All right, where is it at? Where the hell did Black Mason? Oh, okay. And it's cold. Black Mason says, Coach, I'm heading. Guys gotta bury me, man. This cough is killing me. Black Mason's heading to LA next month for a wedding. Do you think Dior Homme is a good choice? I think Dior Homme is a good choice. I would say don't go heavy on it, man, because Dior Homme on me. I actually swapped my Dior Homme away because it was just too strong. It's a little too feminine for me. But the version I had, I wore it to Vegas, dude, on a hot day. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I put like 3 sprays on, and it was choking me out, man. It got real cloying in the heat. So depending on where that wedding is at, Be real modest on the sprays, man. Where like like I said, you know how it performs on you, but on me in the heat, it was just ridiculous. So I would say be modest, but that's a nice, clean, classy scent for a wedding. So I definitely, especially in LA, I definitely think that would be a good choice. Just be like I said, be cool on the trigger. GCU says, "What's your favorite fragrance from the Tom Ford Private Blend?" Being I'm a West Coast, guy, love Aqua, love citrus. Right now, I want to say Rive de Ombre, man. I think that's really along my taste. I really love that one. My first love from the private line was like everybody, Tobacco Vanille. But I think right now, I would say my top three would be Tobacco Vanille was my first one. That was the first fragrance that kind of got me into the dark fragrances out of the aquatic and sweet that I actually liked. But more along my taste would be what did I say? Rive de Ombre, and I also like Arabian Wood. That's another one nobody talks about. I don't even know if I think it might have been discontinued, but Arabian Wood, man, that's another one I really enjoyed. I was looking to get a bottle of it and I couldn't find it, so I think it was discontinued. If you guys know anything about Tom Ford's Arabian Wood, if they still selling it, or if you know anybody selling a partial bottle, let me know. Hey, Cubs, that's Cubs. He said, I'm not even into niche, but I love Creeds. Everybody does, man. A lot of people hate on them, but you can't dislike them. If you like quality, if you just like mass appeal, crowd pleasing, just good smelling scents, Creed is the house. That was the first house when people were trying to convince me to go niche, and I'm smelling like Montal's Black Oud, and I'm smelling like Musk Ravageur. I'm smelling these fragrances, and I'm just like, man, that was a little too much for me at the time to go from a designer to Black Oud. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really feeling them. But then when I came across, I think Greenhouse Tweed was the first Creed I smelled, and then I smelled that. Then I smelled some amount of water. Then I smelled Millesime Imperial. No, it was Greenhouse Tweed and Millesime Imperial was my first two. Then I smelled original Santal and some amount of water. So I was going down the line like bam, 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 bam. These all smell good. So Creed was my first. And then I think after Creed, what was my second that I liked? I want to say Bond, but I didn't like the Bond House at first either when I first got into it, because I didn't smell Bleecker Street first and Montauk and all the ones I enjoy today. I smelled like New Harlem first. I smelled what's that, China Flower or something. I smelled a lot of the oud stuff, a lot of stuff that I don't like. So I had to really get into my notes and figure out what category of fragrances that I enjoyed. Once I figured out, I might shoot a video on that. Once I figured out what category, because at the beginning I didn't even know I like aquatics and citrus. I used to wear stuff like Obsession, which is Oriental. I used to wear Eternity. I don't know what category that falls in, but it's not a citrus. You know what I mean? So I didn't really know. I had a Marni Cole back in the day. Dolce & Gabbana Port Homme used to be my signature scent. So these aren't aquatic fragrances. So I never really knew where my lane was. So anyway, once I figured that out, that's when I was able to kind of, figure out what niche fragrances I would enjoy. DeMario, what's going on, man? He said listening to reviewers on 30 Mugler jacked me up. What you mean by jacked you up? Did they mess you up? Did you not like 30 Mugler fragrances, or you feel you got burnt? Spending money on them? Elaborate on that, homie. Chuck Taylor said you had a similar situation wearing woods. Yeah, man. I didn't like men in the beginning. I didn't like oud. I didn't like leather. And I didn't like extremely woody fragrances. Like, I still don't really like extremely woody fragrances. If there's no sweetness in it, I can't really vibe with it. Like, I smelled Grand Soyor, I think that's how you pronounce it, the Mason Fragrance Kirchhoff, and I could tell that one smelled real good too. That's kind of, it's still real woody. It's kind of like, that's what I would put in my dressed up category. Like, I don't know if I'll wear it every day. To me, it smells a little mature, but I did like it. Oh, man, speaking of that, I also got the sample of satin mood. I'm trying to find an oud that I really liked. And when I smelled this on paper, I really enjoyed this one. Smelling out the bottle now, it smells kind of feminine. But on paper, it didn't smell as feminine. So I'm going to have to wear this on my skin. I may shoot a is it bottle worthy review on this oud satin mood Mason Francis Kirchhoff. I like it. And I smelled this aqua something that smelled good. And he had another aqua like Vitae or Vitae or something like that. That smelled pretty good. So I think I like Mason Francis Kurkdjian now for his aqua fragrances. I like Creed for the freshness, the professional smelling fragrances, and I like Bonds because to me, some people say Bonds is generic, but to me, they're like complex. Like some of their fragrances are complex. Like Manhattan, I think is a nice one. New York Oud is a nice one. Signature is a nice one. And for me, I say that because those are dark, oudy type fragrances that I normally wouldn't like from majority of houses, but I do like it from them houses. And then obviously the Montauk's, the Bleekers, the Shea Bonds, the Wall Streets, and all those other ones, man, I also enjoy too. So I would say those are probably like my 3 favorite houses right now: Creed, Bond, and Mason Francis Kurkdjian. And probably Tom Ford too. I like a lot of Tom Ford stuff. Mm-hmm. All right, so let me see where we at. Mm-hmm. LB Ken says Mont Blanc Individual or Creed OS. I gotta go OS, man, because Creed, it has that signature freshness. I don't know if it's that ambergris. They say they put it in ambergris, however you pronounce it. It's something that just sets it apart from Mont Blanc Individual. I have both of them, but for price, I'm going Individual all day. You know me. So if I had to purchase it, if I had to pay retail, I'm going Individual. It smells close enough, you know what I'm saying, and I still get the same effect that I'm looking for. If a girl likes or a woman likes original Santal, she's gonna like Individual and vice versa. She ain't gotta know how much I pay for it. Joe Malone, that's another house I have to get into because they have a lot of, you know, nice natural smelling stuff, simplistic scents. What's my opinion on Scent Story House? I like that house, man. I think that, I don't know if people consider that niche. It's definitely not designer, so I don't know where you would place that house, but I'm gonna call it niche. For the price, that's the best bang for your buck in the game. 24 gold, it was way too strong for me, but too strong is a good thing. Like I'd rather have a fragrance that's too strong than too light, especially when I'm paying money for it, because I can, you know what I'm saying, control how many times I spray it. But I put on, I had 24, a nice sample. Did I have a bottle of that? I think somebody sent me a bottle, or maybe I swapped it. I don't even remember, but anyway, I smelled 24 gold. It was a little too, it was years ago though, so that it was a little too, I don't know, man, it was a little too oudy, little too something about it for me. It was too strong. It kind of smelled a little feminine, but it was a great fragrance, great quality, great projection, longevity, performance, everything you want. I think what's that, like $65? So everything you want. If that's your style of fragrances, 24 gold is a beast. 24 ice gold, which I recently got a sample of, is good. I haven't smelled anything from that house that I didn't like, or I felt was real synthetic or cheap or just wasn't a good fragrance. So that house is worth the money. Now, I shot 3 reviews like 2 weeks ago on their new elixir line. So I shot sample reviews from no, it's 24 Ice Gold. It's that Azure, I think it's called, and Neroli. So those are coming. I'll probably post them up like next week or the week after, because I shot the 1821 Man Made is coming. I got Vintage Parfums Intense. That review was coming. So I shot all these stuff, guys. So what I'm trying to do, man, so when I do a review now, I shoot like 10 in a day, and then I try to space them out, because what my goal is to have release 3 reviews a week. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm trying to release fragrances. So normally what I would do, I would shoot 1 a week or 1 every 2 weeks, and you know what I'm saying, and then I got to edit it and put it up. So now, man, so you guys gonna be seeing me wear the same outfits and a lot of these reviews coming up, because I'm trying to pump them out. So I'm trying to keep that consistency, 3 reviews a week from now to the end of the year, and just see how my channel grows. I want to get my subscribers up. I want to get my views up. I want to just really take my channel serious and just blow it up. So you guys start sharing my videos, man. Share my videos on Facebook, share them on Instagram. Everybody go follow me on Twitter, share them on Twitter. Start helping me, you know, get my content out there. I think I put out good content. I think if more people had their eyes on it, my channel will blow up and get bigger. I just need help from everybody that follow me, that ride with me, to start pushing my stuff out there and really help me promote it. But yeah, that's my take on the 21st Cent stuff. Aqua Fahrenheit's a good one, Adrian. I like Aqua Fahrenheit. That's one of those, you just reminded me, that's one of those fragrances that I need. I got a nice sample, like a 10 ml sample of, that I needed to put in my collection. good take on Fahrenheit. I've always liked Fahrenheit. That's one of my foundational fragrances. When I say foundational fragrances, one of the fragrances I had when I was starting like 7th grade, 6th grade, when I was first started wearing it. Obsession, Eternity. Eternity was my number one. Obsession, Eternity, Fahrenheit, Preferred Stock, and it was something else. But those were like, that's like my foundation. That was like my beginning into fragrances, thinking I was cool, trying to smell good for little girls at school. Those were like my 5 foundational fragrances. I can't remember what the 5th one was. Let me go back. LB Kent says, have I smelled the Zero Wanted? I have. And I think this weekend, they have it at a duty free out here. And I think it was like $40 or $30. And I smelled it. It reminded me of something. I can't think of what it was that it reminded me of when I smelled it. So I kind of dismissed it. But now I see the hype building. So I'm going to go back and check it out. Hey, have you guys been looking at TJ Maxx and Ross? I'm hearing they starting to get all those 30 Muglays in there. The pure wood, the pure coffee. Somebody told me I think they even seen pure malt or pure Havana in TJ Maxx. So if you guys have seen that, let me know because I'm about to go check that out. I still haven't smelled pure coffee yet. Larry Malloy, what's up? He said he bought the Vintage Pineapple Intense. They didn't send me a tracking number until I requested one. It took 2.5 weeks to come. Yeah, man, I really like that Pineapple Vintage Intense, though, man. I'm not going to lie. To me, I think that's probably one of the best vintage clones out there. I think I talked about that last stream because to me, the Club Nuit, I don't like the opening because to me it smells real Arabian, like ooh, kind of Middle Eastern kind of vibe in the beginning. And once it dries down, that a vintage clone Accord starts to, show up. So I didn't like the opening. I was about to scrub it. But with that Vintage Intense, I liked it from the opening to the dry down, the whole duration. I was like, okay, actually I wore it a lot, man. And I've been getting compliments with that. So I think Intense to me is the best clone out right now. Oh, since says they got malt, coffee, and wood. Oh yeah, man, I gotta go check it out. I need to get that coffee. Hey, how you guys feel about pure wood? I don't know if I ever cared about that. When I smelt it, when it was in Macy's back when it first came out, and I was like, it wasn't for me at the time. It wasn't like enough. Like when I smell pure malt, I'm like, okay, I need pure malt. And then when I smell pure Vaughn, I was like, this kind of smell like pure malt. Until I actually spent some time with it, I'm like, nah, this is bomb. But after that, I hasn't really found something that really blew me away. I recently got pure Tonka, and I kind of like pure Tonka. LB Ken said he's seen pure coffee and TJ Maxx too. Hey, how much is the price? How much is it going for? No, I haven't smelled mahogany woods. It's $15 right now. I might go try that out tomorrow also. Yeah, I keep hearing about that. I see Tino saying he must be talking about Joe Malone because I see that sea salt and sage wood. I keep hearing about that. You like the 5th person that mentioned that one, so that must be good. Jose says any best practices on discarding old cologne bottles? No, I just throw them away if I had to, but I don't have any eau cologne bottles as far as that are empty. I don't know if you mean just empty ones, because every bottle that I've had bottles I got like 20-year-old bottles in my collection that I still got halfway full or full. So the only time I've ever had to discard of bottles is when I was moving. I broke a lot of bottles in my collection, and I just they were all spilt into the box, so I just threw it away. Marcus Moody said he scooped pure Havana from TJ Maxx. How much was it? Pure wood is the truth. I might need to check that pure wood out again then, man. Hey, Chuck Taylor, how would you compare pure wood to pure malt or pure Havana? Is it something totally different in your opinion? Or does it share any similarities? What you guys think about that crypto mint? Who smelled that Theory Mugler crypto mint? I had like 10 bottles of pure coffee. I picked up one. Oh, it's damn $50. Oh, he said Jason said he's the Ross where he lives at, they had 10 bottles of pure coffee. He picked up one for $50, but the batch code looked at the bottle 4 years old. Actually, that might be good, man. People usually like the older bottles. They don't like the new stuff. They like that, that original. Marcus said he's seen that TJ Maxx, pure coffee and pure wood. Yeah, like Steven Evans said, yeah, he hasn't finished one bottle of cologne. I have back in the day, man. I finished like rarely finished a bottle. Only bottles I finished that I've had multiple bottles of that I can remember off the top of my head was Eternity. I want to say CK1, because at the time my girlfriend at the time was wearing my bottle out. Like, remember that was like the first unisex fragrance that they kind of marketed toward the mainstream. So literally every day I wake up before she went to work, she would spray like half my bottle on. Then I was wearing it. So we went through that bottle. I think I went through Tommy in high school because all my homeboys used to come through and spray it. So it wasn't me personally. It was like me and all my homies. They would always spray my cologne in my house. I think I bought a multiple bottle of that. And right now my Dolce & Gabbana, my pour on, my original version, it's on low, but I ain't going to use it because I like it. So I only use that on like special occasions at this point. Okay, so $49.99 at TJ Maxx, the Mugler scents. GCU says, okay, my opinions on the NASA model line. I love Black Afgano. I think everybody loves Black Afgano, man. That's a good one. I just can't see myself paying that price for that little ass 30 ml bottles, man. I gotta I gotta find a deal. Pardon, one of them I don't like. I don't know if it's Duro or I think I like Pardon, but I don't like Duro, or I like Duro and don't like Pardon. I always get those two mixed up. So one of them I don't like, and the other one I do. So I think I do enjoy Pardon, and I don't like Duro. I think that's the one I don't like. And then the other fragrances I didn't really care for, and ain't nothing else really impressed me besides Black Afgano and Pardon. And was there another one? Or Duro, one of the two, but those are the only two that I really thought that I probably would purchase. Yeah, but hey, he since says the only bottles he purchased was Versace Pour Homme or multiple purchases. Yeah, that one's a beast. Pure coffee was $40. LB Kent. Okay. Yeah, Crypto Mint, man. The Mario, like, I smelled it and I was like, man, I smell like some candy. I smell like those little chocolate candies with the little green peppermint or spearmint little strip in it. Hey, the War says he went through 1 million. Try that video I just released. Was it not today? It was on Monday. That 212 VIP, man. If you like 1 million, I think that's right in the same category, man. You might enjoy that one also. Corey Willis says, does Sauvage remind me of Centerpiece? Not really. Kind of. I can see what you mean because they do share like a musky. They have this like note. It absolutely does. It does. Because a lot of people were saying when I first did my review on Dior Sauvage that it reminded them of Aventus, and I don't know how they got that, but it does. I can see how I can remind them of Centerpiece, because to me, and some people consider Centerpiece Aventus. So Dior Sauvage is closer to Centerpiece than Dior Sauvage is closer to Aventus. To me, it's not even close to Aventus, but I can see the Centerpiece comparison because they share like this musky kind of freshness. I don't know. I can't describe the accord, but I do see similarities. If you had to rock one designer house only, what would it be for me? It'd be Versace. Since asked me if I had to rock one designer house, who would it be? It'd be a tie, man. It'd be hard between. I have to really break it down, but it'd probably be Dior, because if I can pick Dior, I get Dior on Intense. I get Dior on Homme, which, like I said earlier, I swapped away, but it's still a quality fragrance. I get Dior Sport. I get the private line. I get Aqua Fahrenheit. I get Fahrenheit. I mean, there's so many in the Dior. I get Savage. I get Savage. I get so much with the Dior house from history, from back in the day fragrances to modern fragrances to Boys de Argent, the private line. So Dior probably would be the house. Right after that would probably be Chanel, because you get the Chanel lower from a lower sport, all the lowers, Chanel Platinum. So it'll be one of those houses. Versace do have some bangers though, man. But for me, it'd be Dior. Yeah, it does smell like a LB candy. It does smell like a chocolate mint candy. I said that in one of my other Ustreams. Jose says, "What are my thoughts on Tom's Ford Gray Vetiver?" I like it. I didn't like it at first. I didn't like the opening. There's something about the opening I didn't like. But it grew on me, and I actually enjoy it now. I mean, it's a great, I think, a mature 35 and over scent. Obviously, you can be 30 and under and wear, but I think 35 and under, it sits right there for a professional. If you wear a suit and tie, if you wear, a button up, a tie to work, or you got a little bit above business casual, that's your dress in the office. I think that's the perfect office scent. Tino says, "What's your thoughts on Oscar de la Renta Gentleman?" I haven't smelt that one yet. Is that a new release, Tino? Joe Claiborne says, "Crypto Peppermint Patty Vibe." Yep. GR, what's up? Chuck Taylor, no, I haven't. How does that smell? Is that a nice aquatic? Tino says, "Mr. Burberry for men smells too much like fish." I still gotta get my nose on that, man. I smelled it once, but I didn't really care too much for it in the store. So, no, Demar, I haven't smelled. He says his house would be Armani. He asked me if I smelled Armani Attitude. No, I haven't smelled that one. Yarmis Porter says, "Why so much beef in the frat community?" Who beefing now, man? I stay out the beef, man. People don't really bring the beef to me. They brought it to me when I first started, when I was, a one-man gang. But I got all y'all backing me now, man, so nobody mess with me. You know what I'm saying? I think at some point when I first came in, people would try to beef with me a little bit. That kind of died down because I kind of, came at them and handled my business. And then a lot of you guys, somebody leave something crazy comment on my page or something, and you guys start banging on them. And then after that, nobody really mess with me no more. So I don't really be involved in the frat community beefs. I try to be cool with everybody, man. Like when I first came in, I try to be cool with all the known top fragrance guys, and nobody responded to me. So I just said, screw it. I'll be on my own. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. I just do my thing solo, and then as I grew, as my popularity grew, as you guys started following and supporting, then I didn't really need to be on nobody's, on nobody's team or be a part of no frat com. I was just Coach Rob. So, but now, I'm cool with everybody. Nobody bothers me in the community, so I don't really be in a mix like that. I be trying to make money on the side. You know what I'm saying? I'm coaching. I'm trying to make money, man. I got a family. I got stuff outside of this, frag comp, so I can't get, too involved with beef. But anyway, who's beefing now? What's the latest drama? Because I have no clue. Some of y'all think I be BSing because they're like, "Oh man, you heard about Jeremy and whoever he was beefing with." I'm like, dude, no, I really haven't heard about it. I haven't even been watching it. So that's some of that stuff go right over my head. Good looking out on that Jaguar Gold review. Ross has it for $14.99. Oh, okay. Until you saw your review. Yeah, man. My boy Leon sent me that, man. One of my subscribers, he had sent me a sample. He sent me a sample of that and like 2 other frags I need to touch on. Some underrated ones. But when I smelt it, I was like, man, this is good. I'm not one of those, man. Have you guys noticed some reviewers, and I ain't calling out no names, but some of them seem like once they've smelled niche that they can't even touch designer. Like there's some dudes that it could be the bombest smelling $20 fragrance in the world, high quality, a new little indie house or something created it, and if it ain't no $500-600 fragrance house of sillage or something crazy, they won't even touch it, man. I can't see myself ever getting to a point like that to where I can't appreciate a fragrance that's $25 only because it's $25. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to smell something. They got to be 400 for me to even put my nose on it. I can never get like that, man. Some people be tripping me out. Let me see before this skips. Says, do you recommend? Damn, man, these y'all comments coming in quick. I can't keep up, and I can't see the damn scroller thing. He says, damn, I was just about to answer a question, man. Like I said, man, use that don't be scared to tip your boy and use that the super chat. 'Cause I'm missing a whole bunch of these whole bunch of your questions. Where was that question? I was just about to answer something and it scrolled up. James Cooper, no, I don't, man. You know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to get to a point to where I'm only using online retailers that's messing with me, because I'm starting to get to a point to where I'm looking at these online retailers that for the last 5 years I was telling y'all to go shop at. I was telling you guys to go here on this online retailer, go on this online retailer, buy this fragrance, buy that fragrance, but yet they don't want to do business with me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm recommending all you guys to go to their business and purchase a fragrance, but they'll rather work with another fragrance reviewer, you know what I'm saying, that ain't been in the game or invested as much hours into this as I have, but they won't mess with me. So I'm to the point now where I'm like, why am I'm gonna keep mentioning these people's name in my videos and giving them free promotion when it's time for them to, give me something. They don't want to do business with me. So I'm getting to the point. So I don't answer your question. I don't deal with them no more. And I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna stop even mentioning people. If I contact them to be like, look, let's do business because I see you doing business with this guy that got 3,000 subscribers or this guy that got 5,000 subscribers. I'm sitting pretty much at 12, and you don't want to do business with me, but you can do business with them. Why the hell I'm gonna keep shouting you guys out in all my videos and telling my people that ride with me to spend their money with you? So that's the point I'm getting to. So no, I don't mess with them anymore. Right now, I'm messing with MaxxAroma.com. That's who I'm messing with. That's the only person that took a chance to send me something and said, hey, pick whatever you want. Whatever you want to discuss, whatever you want us to review on. Here goes our inventory. Grab what you want. At the time, I picked First Instinct because that's what you guys told me to try. So, and that's what I like. So I want relationships with. If I do work with sponsorships, if I do work with online retailers or whoever it is, I don't want anybody to tell me to say anything. You know what I'm saying? Basically, is this: you have a business, I'm gonna look at your inventory, or these are the fragrances that I want. Send those to me. I'm gonna do my review as I always would have did if I would have paid for it myself, and I'm gonna tell people this is where I got it from, and this is where you should go purchase it from because this is the price that they have it at. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not compromising who I am or compromising my content for any business, and I'm not giving free shout outs to all these businesses and putting their names in my videos and sending you guys there to spend your money. But when it comes time to break bread, or when it comes time to, give something in return, which is really benefiting them, because every business got to have a marketing department. Every business has to have set aside funds for marketing to get people to come buy their products. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty much playing myself, because all I'm asking for, you know what I'm saying, is a bottle or a tester bottle that y'all would have gave away for free or could have lost and broke, and it wouldn't have no financial, you know what I'm saying, probably, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't hurt your business at all. So I'm doing these businesses more than they doing for me. So if they can't help me in that aspect, then I'm cool with mentioning them in my videos. Thoughts on Mugler Ultra Zest? Ultra Zest is a cool fragrance. You know what I mean? If you like something syrupy, kind of real sweet, it reminds me of a 50/50 bar. I mean, them old school orange is on the orange, and the outside had the vanilla cream on the inside. That's what it reminds me of. And it also reminds me of Amouage's Sunshine Man, where Sunshine Man is way more thicker and dense. But if you smell Sunshine Man, Ultra Zest smells similar. Or if you like I said, if you want something sweet, creamy, gourmandish, 50/50 bar type smell, Ultra Zest is where to go. Marcus said just picked up that gray vetiver 2 weeks ago in ATL. What you think about it? I got Chuck Taylor says all the hip hop forums like Boxed In and Collie Rock with you, Ross. See, I didn't even know. I never even heard of them forums, man. But I'm about to join them. Let me write that down. And that's what I'm looking for, man. I'm looking for people aligning myself with people that mess with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm over to, trying to be cool with people that ain't trying to mess with me. But if you rock with me, I'll rock with you. That's where I'm at going forward. Because at this point, I kind of know who my audience is. I know my demographics. I know who really down with me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to cater my content to people who really focus on me and who's really down with me. Not trying to be everything to everybody, but be exactly who I am for specific people. Spending money on niche. So this is the question I want to answer. GCU says, do you recommend spending money on more niche but buying less, or buying more fragrances but designer cheapies? I focus on value. So obviously niche costs more than designer. So if I'm on a Facebook group, or if I see a sale like on one of these online retailers, like for instance, my fiance, she was on one of those online retailers, and they had a fragrance. I bought her Mont's Vanilla Ecstasy, like at Scent Bar, and I paid for the 1.7 like $110, $115. They had it on clearance for $50. So when I seen that, she was like, I don't know if I want to buy. Like, you better buy that. I paid $115 for this little damn 50 ml bottle you got. So she purchased it. You know what I'm saying? So if I see that kind of scenario, if I see a niche on clearance, or if I see a niche at a designer price, I'm gonna always buy that. You know what I mean? Because obviously you're getting a better quality. Supposedly you're getting a better quality, better smell. You're getting something supposedly a little bit more unique. I'd rather spend my money, especially if it's similar, around the same price range, I'd rather spend my money on the niche fragrance than buy the designer. So usually that's how I do it, man. I try to find what has the most value. So like for instance, I bought my Versace Arrows. I bought that on an online retailer, and I paid $40. You go to Macy's, Bloomingdale's, wherever, $80. So you know what I mean. So that's what I do. I try to find. I know the original retail price. I know the going price in most stores and most online sites. If I happen to catch it on sale, or if I happen to catch it, you know what I'm saying, at a good price, that's when I pull the trigger. That's when I buy it. So that would be my advice. Just know what the price is. Just know what the going price is for a fragrance, whether it's designer or niche. And if you see that shit like 50 to 60% off, then get it. You know what I mean? Get it when you know what I'm saying, when the getting is good. The War says a lot of people got mad when I won a contest. People didn't really get mad that I won a contest, man. The truth behind that is people got mad because the prize I asked for. I think Mark even talked about that on one of his videos. It wasn't that they was mad that I won. I think everybody that voted for me liked me, liked my content, but they felt that I shouldn't have asked for the bottle that I asked for, even though the reward of the contest was any bottle of your choice. You know what I'm saying? Me and Mark chopped it up. He told me he had $700 he had set aside for the contest winner, because he said that I would even get you something that's discontinued, even if I got to search and dig and go through all my contacts to find you a discontinued gem. I'll get that for you. So I figured the fragrance I wanted was $400. So obviously that's $300 cheaper than what you had set aside. But people was trying to say, you guys all know I got that Invasion Bar bottle. You can buy the bottle without the bust, which is like, I don't know, $315 or $300, or you can buy the bottle with the bust, what makes it like $400. But I'm like, I want the bust. That was my dream bottle at the time. That's what I wanted. When I watched Hero and I watched those dudes that had the bottle, when I watched Mark, they all got the bust in they collection. So I'm like, why the hell wouldn't I get the buzz? That's why I like the bottle. I never even smelled the fragrance. I was buying it specifically, or I wanted that bottle specifically for the bottle. So I guess he got pissed about that. He felt like I was trying to get over on him or something, even though that wasn't within the rules of contest. So all his buddies, and that's why a lot of the guys in the frag community, they didn't mess with me in the beginning, because they felt, oh, Coach Rob was greedy, or Coach Rob tried to get over on Mark. And being I'm a nobody 5 years ago, they like, who this dude think he is? It was that kind of thing. So it wasn't a contest, because if you watch my old videos, I got love on all my videos, all the way up to the point I won. And I made a video. I went to LA and I actually got the bottle. From that point, I had like 40 dislikes. So that's what it was. And like I said, over the years, man, people try to come at me. I had to bang on some people. You guys banged on people for me, and people pretty much know at this point, leave Coach Rob alone, man. His audience ain't no joke. He was like, y'all some writers, so they was like, don't mess with Coach Rob because his audience will be on y'all neck. So that's what y'all did. That's what I did at the beginning. I used to argue with people on here and all that stuff, but now people, we cool. Everybody, what I'm saying? I've been consistent. A lot of people from back then, they don't even review no more. So I've been that one consistent face on YouTube for 5 years now. So people see that. People see the realness in me, man. So a lot of people mess with me. A lot of people that they jumped on the wrong side in the beginning, they kind of seen they was wrong. They kind of apologized. A lot of people came at me like, man, dude, I didn't even really know. I had a misconceived perception on what you were, who you were, but I see you a cool dude. I see you honest, and I've sent free stuff to people over the years. So a lot of people know, man, how I get down. So it kind of fizzled out over time. Favorite rum scent, Jay-Z Evolution. Yeah, that's a good one, man. A lot of people sleep on that. I still got that in my collection. GR top three Tom Fords Ferguson's on my list. I would go with Rive de Ombre, Tobacco Vanille, Arabian Wood, and I also like Black Orchid. It took me a while to like Black Orchid, man, but Black Orchid is a good unisex fragrance, man. Real dark. If you're looking for dark, mysterious, floral kind of fragrances, Black Orchid is the one to get. And I like Great Vetiver. That's another one. Took me a while. LB Ken said, "What is my favorite rum scent?" I don't know if it's rum in it. If it is rum, Frappin 1270, man, that's my favorite. If that's rum, I don't know, or is that cognac? Well, yeah, that's rum. Yeah, Frappin 1270, my favorite scent when it comes to like the boozy rum scent. Oh, I see we got Kevin Samuels in the house, man. What's going on, Kevin Samuels? Hey, speaking of Kevin Samuels, y'all need to start taking tips. We got a collab we coming up with. I already shot my half. I'm waiting on him. I don't know if he shot his half, but we got a collab coming out. And he was saying, start contacting these sales reps at these Barney's and these Neiman Marcus, and I contacted Hermes. Took his advice, contacted Hermes, man, and they sent me some samples. I wanted to smell this new. What is this called? These French names, boy, I swear. I wanted to smell. This is called what is this called? East Spice Marine or Epis Marine, East Spice Marine. I had this on earlier. I didn't really like it though. It has a isopropyl alcohol smell to it, man. But not like when you spray it, the perfumer's alcohol you kind of get sometimes, but it actually smells like rubbing alcohol, like the first 20 minutes. It's not the alcohol, but it's a scent that smells like alcohol, which I don't like. And I had to get one of my favorites, man. This Ambre Narguilé. Even though I had a sample of this, man, it's Ambre Narguilé, and they give you big samples. They don't give you no small stuff. This has to be like 7-8 mils. It don't say the size. Does it say the size on it? It don't say the size on it, but this is about 7-8 mils. Oh no, it says 4 mils. Well, it looks the way I look at it. Because this is like 4 mils, and this is 4 mils. So this look way bigger than this one. But anyway, no, it's only 4 mils. But that Ambre Narguilé, that's a beast, man. That's one I still need to add to my collection. But yeah, free sample. Just contacted them, man. It took them a while. It took like 3 weeks to get here, but it came. It was real simple. I think I went to their website. I forgot what I did. I don't know if I called them or I went to the website, but they sent them to me. Let's see. Larry asked me what's my thoughts on the original Armani Code. Man, that was one of my signature scents back in the day. That was my signature clubbing date scent. Armani Code, Dolce & Gabbana Port Homme. Them two scents were killers for me back in the day. Those were my two. If I wasn't wearing a Code, I was wearing Port Homme. If I wasn't wearing part almost wearing cold. So those are great scents. Cannot go wrong. Tino, what country you in? Hey, James Cooper, maxaroma.com. I got the link in my video, the First Instinct one. Maxaroma.com is a good online retailer, man. They sent me my stuff. I didn't have no problems with it. Who said that? Damn, and I wish, man, I can get to some of these questions. They keep skipping. And I know you guys can probably see all this stuff on my screen. I look at the actual measures. I can't see this on my screen until like I'm watching the replay. Then I can see like what you guys are typing on my screen. From my perspective, I got my little. It's real small, so I have to look at the actual where I would type in. Somebody asked me if I listen to Mitchy Slick. King V, you know it, man. I'm always listening to Mitchy Slick. I listen to all Dago, well, not all Dago rap, but San Diego rap. But I do listen to Mitchy Slick, man. Yeah, Creed is tripping on them price raises, man. I'm glad I got my bottle because I don't see myself buying too many more Creeds, especially at that new retail price. Well, I never paid retail anyway, man. None of us pay no retail for no Creed bottles. Keep it 100. We all bought our stuff either online, some online retailer in the gray market. James Cooper says Harriet or Back to Black. That's a tough one, man. I want to say, I think back to Black, man. I like Back to Black, man. Well, if based on what you just said, me personally, I probably go Back to Blacks. I like powdery fragrances. If you don't like powdery fragrances, go with Harriet. You'll enjoy that more. Be for real said, "What's up, Coach? Sound like you should do another video on perceived value like you did a couple years back." And that's another thing, guys. A lot of you guys, a lot of my content, a lot of my old videos, man. I did some good stuff back in the day, but going, what I usually try to do now, when I look towards the future, I usually try to focus on videos that did numbers. You know what I'm saying? So if it got more views, I usually try to focus my future content on that. But I had a lot of good nuggets in like the my perceived value video I did a couple years back. I had a lot of I try to touch on other stuff like book reviews and just, you know what I'm saying, just life in general. But those videos didn't do as good, so I kept it, you know what I'm saying, just on fragrances. But every now and then, if I feel something like I just like, you know what, I'm about to get on this camera, there's something I need to say, you know what I mean, whether you guys watch it or not, that if somebody picked this up, it may help them out in life, then that's what I'm gonna do. GR says, I wonder whatever happened to Hero. Hero, he got a job or something, man. I remember one of his videos, he was saying he got this new job, government job, airport job, or something that they wouldn't allow employees that work there to have, like, you know, YouTube channels or have content out there. So he had to delete all his videos. Be for real. So the story I told about my your homeboy with the Ford, was that the one? That's probably my best friend. The one he bought a BMW, and he had a Ford truck that never broke down, but he wanted a BMW. Oh yeah, I got a lot of criticism for that Fresco, but I don't know what the criticism was for, because my Fresco review was no different than the reviews I shoot all the time. Like, I'm always trying to find you guys a deal. The purpose of my channel is to inform my audience on things that smell good, things that get complimented, things that women enjoy, things that have good value. That's pretty much what it is. I'm the guinea pig for you guys. So if I go spend some money or waste some money on something, my goal or my point, my purpose is to make sure you guys don't. That's pretty much it. So when Fresco came out, that was the first a vintage clone that I knew of. You know what I'm saying? So when I smelled it, I'm like, damn, so there got to be somebody else out there. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of you, because there's been a whole bunch, like thousands of people that's been looking for alternatives or a clone since. But when I shot the Fresco, I'm like, there has to be somebody else out there that can get value out of this fragrance if they don't want to drop 200, 300, 350 on vintage. That's all it was. So it was a whole bunch of vintage fanboys that was mad at me for doing that, and then people was telling me that I was Fresco, created Fresco. I wish I did, man. I would have got paid. But so yeah, it was weird, man. But yeah, you're right, man. The war, people were mad at me about that Fresco little fiasco. Chad, a gentleman's journey. What's up, Chad? Hey, Chad's one of the real ones in the game, guys. If you guys don't really know about Chad and you ain't subscribed to his channel, you know what I'm saying? He's one of those real down to earth, real cool, good dudes in the fragrance community, man. Like I've said before, when I went to Toronto, you know what I'm saying? Him and his fiance, man, showed me and my fiance now extremely well timed, man. Took us around the city, went above and beyond for us, man. So I'ma always have respect for that dude, man. So there's some good ones in the frag community. I don't know who beefing. Hey Chad, do you know who's beefing now in the community? Somebody's asked me about it earlier. So I don't know what's going on though. I like Jimmy Choo Man. Damn, I just seen the question. Now I already passed it. So whoever asked me that, I do like Jimmy Choo Man. I like the intense version too. I think I like the intense version better. I haven't smelled the ice one yet though. Raymond Salas, what's going on, man? Oh, Tina Miller, you in the Bahamas, huh, man? How's life out there in the Bahamas? I need to get out there on vacation. Oh, Johnny asked me where did I purchase a real good enhancer? Oh, somebody just donated. That's what's. Oh, Kevin Samuel just donated. That's what's going on, man. I appreciate that, Kevin. Um, Made me lose my train of thought. Oh, Narada James. I'm gonna have to hit him up because he just sent me a bottle. He said, "Hey man, try this out. I'm creating this." He sent it to me when he was creating it. He was creating this and let me know if it works. Just give me your honest feedback. So I got to figure out if he created a website that that he sells it from, or if he only sells it from Facebook. But I'll get that information for you guys for the next shoe stream, because it does work, man. Cause I wore it with what's a weak performing fragrance on me, Frappe and Luminese, not Frappe, yeah, Frappe and Luminese, and I put it on with that he calls it homebrew 01 or homebrew 101, and I put that homebrew on with that Luminese, and I don't know if it made the longevity last any much longer. Probably it did, man, but it made it project way longer. So I was literally smelling it for about 5 or 6 hours, and normally I get about 3 hours. So yeah, it did. So it made it project better. That's the number one thing I noticed, and it also made it last longer. So I was able to catch whiffs of it throughout the day. Kevin, oh man, I'm only down to 10%, man. I'm shooting this outside, guys. I'm down to 10%, but I'm gonna ask Kevin Samuel's question. Support creators, I appreciate it, Kevin. Your favorite deep dark notes? I would have to go with deep dark. I don't know whatever's in Black Orchid. To me, that's the best dark, deep, complex scent that I would say that I really appreciate. That took me time to really, when I first smelt it, I was like, I don't know, it's kind of too feminine, but that's probably the deepest, darkest scent that I enjoy. And recently, man, speaking of you, I was talking about it earlier. I got me a sample today from Neiman Marcus. This Oud Satin Mood. Now this it smells different on paper than it does, like I said earlier, than it does on here. But this deep dark satin mood may be my next dark fragrance that I like. So what I would have to figure out, what notes make those fragrances dark, and I'll get back to you on that one. Hey, Chad, I feel you, man. That's just always some beef. But like I was telling him earlier, man, I stay out of it. I don't even know. I didn't even know Jeremy Fragrance was beefing. And as big as his channel is, I didn't even know that. Oh, I say he likes my Bulls hat. Actually, man, my football team, my coach, we the Bulls. So we look like the Chicago Bulls, but we actually, the Bulls here. So that's why I wear this. Is a real Chicago Bulls hat, but I'm not wearing it for the Chicago Bulls. I'm wearing it for my youth football team out here in San Diego. My little 9-year-olds, 9U football. Cologne, what's going on, man? That's another guy I got out here in San Diego. Me and him gonna have to link up and do something when I give me some free time. Hey guys, check out Cologne's channel. Got another local San Diego person. And matter of fact, that's probably what I'm gonna post up on Friday. I'm gonna post up the West Coast collab on my channel. I don't know if you guys seen it. It was on Sebastian's channel. He did a West Coast collaboration with obviously all the reviewers on the West Coast. A lot of people that I didn't even realize was on the West. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna upload that on Friday so you guys can see those guys, see the other West Coast reviewers, subscribe to their channels if you like, and just kind of see what we did. We just talked about why we love living in California, or why we love living on the West Coast, and we talked about fragrances that work well on the West Coast. But hey guys, I gotta wrap this up. My laptop battery's about to die. Tell me I got like 10 or 8%, so it's just gonna shut off. So instead of it shutting off, I'm gonna call it quits. Hey, until next time, guys, I'm probably gonna do this again on Sunday. Now that the basketball season, everything is over, I'm probably gonna do it again on Sunday. But until then, guys, depending on what the lady say, determines what I spray. Peace.